Hey Denver, Mayor Michael Hancock here. Happy Friday Mail with the Mayor. It's time to get rolling with some emails that we've received here in the office. I hope everyone had a great week, the first week of fall 2018 as we barrel toward cooler weather. I love this time of year. The tweener seasons, fall, spring, are absolutely my favorite because it's beautiful. If you get a chance to get up in the mountains and see the colors, my wife was up in the Aspen recently and she was telling me about how beautiful the colors are up there. I want to encourage everyone to get up there, get out of the city for a little bit, take a look at the beautiful fall colors. If you're new to Colorado, you're in for a treat. We all grew up with these wonderful transformations that occur in the mountains during this time of year. But let's go ahead and jump right into the emails that we received. The first one comes from Ben Gelman, and it kind of mirrors what we have been receiving from people around the city, particularly bicyclists who want to use our bike lanes. And I certainly anticipate many people will relate what Ben wrote into us. He says, what does it take to have flexible posts or literally any type of physical lane separation installed for bike lanes? 3 vehicles blocking 16th place between 16th, blocking Glenarm Place between 16th and Denver Pavilions today at 1:45 forced me into vehicular travel lane. And Ben, again, I can empathize with you. Many people empathize with you. We hear from people on Twitter, Facebook, and we have been out working to enforce our bike lanes, and we're going to get better at this. Let me just say that parking in bike lanes, absolutely illegal. We are in the midst, Ben, of a transformation, a culture change. And I mean this sincerely. I think that, including myself, sometimes I have to say, remind myself that everyone has to learn to acknowledge and respect those bike lanes, and it's taking some time to do that. And while we're going to step up enforcement, it's going to take some patience. And be careful if you have to maneuver around, but we're going to, in partnerships with Public Works and the Denver Police Department, continue to step up our enforcement and try to get those cars to acknowledge that there's a bike lane. Not everybody sees them, not everybody knows them, not everybody knows what to do when they see them. And so we're continuing with our education on that as well. So apologize for that. I certainly get what you're saying. I see it myself. And when we do see it, we try to call out for the DPD or our parking management folks to come out and to make sure we're notifying folks through tickets or warnings. So thank you for writing in, Ben. We certainly appreciate and can empathize with your position on that. Next one came from a young man. I want to give a shout out to a young man by the name of Michael Anchor. Michael is an East High School student, and he decided he wanted to promote Youth Voter Registration Day. He worked with the Secretary of State's office and the governor's office to declare this week high school and college voter registration week. And Michael, we want to thank you and Colorado Public Radio for putting this story out there. This is a phenomenal story because I have devoted the next 45 days, if you will, up until Election Day, reminding folks to, one, register to vote, and two, to make sure you vote. There's a lot of concern about the direction of our state, of our nation, and politics in general. And I'll be honest with you, the only thing that changes that is for folks to have their voices heard through voting. And so, Michael, you are lockstep with the values that I share to get people registered, get people to vote. And we want to remind everyone over the age of 18 is eligible to vote as a citizen of this country. You can go to denvervotes.org and check the status, your status as a registered voter. Make sure you're registered. Make sure your information is correct, because we remind everyone that Colorado is an all-mail ballot voting state. And so you will receive a ballot in the mail starting sometime mid-October to get ready to vote. Ballots will start arriving